It's a battle of wits between someone with brain damage and John Fetterman. Welcome to Doug in Exile. This is where the happy patriots are. Part of why we're happy? Well, Joy Behar and John Fetterman are arguing over whether if Biden should be in or out. Joy Behar is ready to just dump him. Anybody but. Watch this.
Yesterday, Nancy Pelosi herself opened the door to replacing Biden.
Pelosi. I thought it was Pelosi. I don't know where that pronunciation comes from, but there's massive fissures going. Biden's gone. All done. We're all done with Biden, but not with Fetterman. He's a company man.
Well, Senator, there is concern about Joe Biden's cognitive abilities for some people. People saw the debates. Many say the administration is being sort of opaque about his condition.
People saw the debates, but how are they being opaque? You can't be that opaque about his condition. You look at him, okay? People are concerned because the administration is lying to you. The View has been lying to you. The media has been lying to you is what they're concerned about. It's not like now we all got a glimpse of Joe Biden. I love how they keep pretending like we never knew. We had no idea. And she almost asked him like, you're someone who suffered from dementia. You're our expert. Why don't you weigh in?
People, of course, expect Trump to lie, but they don't expect lies from the Biden administration.
Oh, come on. They expect Trump to lie. They only expect him to lie because all you've ever done is say that Trump is a liar, Trump is a liar, Trump is a liar. And he has stretched the truth quite a bit, perhaps even may have lied as much as any other politician. But the idea that he's a unique liar and Joe Biden is a truth teller, is that corn pop story true where he pulled out a 6 feet of chain and chased down a black man? Are all of his weird memories, his uncle that was suffered from cannibalism? Is Joe being raised as a Puerto Rican, a Catholic, a Jew, first black president? You ain't black if you vote for Trump. Are any of those things true? Biden is one of the biggest liars in politics in my life, and that's saying a lot.
Should he, in your view, take a cognitive test to quell some of these fears? And do you have any questions about his ability to serve?
The president's health and those choices are his and his only on that. And I don't think that's meaningful at this point. He's our guy. He won the primary.
Yeah, he's a company man. By the way, if Biden took a cognitive test, even if he passed it, it wouldn't quell my fears. It would make it even worse that's how he acts if nothing is wrong. That's scary.
You have a choice. Would you rather have a great economy or a bad debate? Or would you have a really bad economy and a good debate on that?
Okay, Fetterman, where's the good economy that you keep telling us about? How can you not be close to the bread and butter issues of your own people that are suffering under massive Biden inflation? We just went over the cost of housing is totally unavailable to the normal person, that America is in trouble, and that now jobs are going to be taken by 11 million new people pouring over the border that need to work and need to eat. And that's going to cut into some of our lower end jobs. No understanding of that at all.
And I also want to remind you that debates do not determine who is going to win.
Well, they will in this one. This one, debates are going to determine who wins. One certain debate will be what everyone points to and says that's when it happened.
In fact, statistically, if you examine that, Hillary and Trump in 2016, I was actually in the audience for that first one, and she smoked him in all three debates. And of course, we know how that went.
But that's not apples to apples because Hillary was conscious. All these examples he's going to give are going to be by people who were in a debate and they were conscious, unlike Biden.
Or Barack Obama. I know he lost in the debates. And of course, he had been an incredible second term.
This reminds me of what people do, again, when the polling goes against their candidate. They start going, polls, they don't mean anything. Debates, our guy lost. Debates, they're overplayed. They don't mean anything. But then why have them? Why have polls? Why have debates if they're meaningless? I agree that you can exaggerate the outcome of them, whatever, but why does he think American people want to see our candidates show up and argue with each other because they do influence. Maybe it's only 4%, maybe it's only 2%. That 2%, they'll take it any day if they can get it.
And even if you go back to Kerry as well, debates don't determine that. And if debates were determinative, I wouldn't be standing here right now as a United States Senator, because I had a really rough debate. And now, and the polls said that I was going to lose, and people might would have thought that I've thrown it away. But like I said, I won by a historic margin of 5 points.
I hate to say it, but John Fetterman actually sounds lucid compared to Biden. He struggles over words and can't finish. You know, he has some problems also after his stroke and everything, but even John Fetterman sounds eloquent and present and conscious compared to Joe Biden. And he did suffer in a debate, but that also goes to show that Democrats don't care who runs. You can be in the hospital, you can be dead, you can be unconscious. They'll still run you because it's about party and power and not about the good of your community or state or country.
And I am proud to stand with the president, and it has been transparent. I've spent a whole day with him in Sunday in Pennsylvania. People were happy to be seen with him. They were excited to have a selfie, and they were enthusiastic that you can't fake that kind of a thing. Now, you get outside of the bubble and all the think pieces now, you get in front of real Democrats in state like my own, and people are proud to be here and excited to be here.
People are very excited to take selfies with Joe Biden. Can you imagine bringing your kids up to him? He's all stiff. Let me come up. Let me sniff your children. No one's excited. They have to pay. By the way, I don't know if John Fetterman knows, but half the crowds at Biden's events are astroturfing. They pay professional people to show up. And the way that you can tell, there's a big difference here. The way that you can usually tell is if all of the signs are printed. They print them all out and they hand them out to just dismiss. This goes for Trump too, by the way. Trump has lots of handmade signs by real people. You can dismiss all of the printed signs. So look for that when you see crowds. Always look for handmade signs because the printed ones are provided by someone, usually by the party. And I just kind of ignore them, okay? People making their own t-shirts, making their own signs, dressing up in their own way. That's where the excitement is. And there's none of that for Biden.
And we know it's going to be close. Look at the side of the crowd. I'm sure you'll see with Trump when he's in Butler this weekend. And it's going to be significant. He is popular.
Thank you. He's popular. Yeah. His event right now, it blows up so big it masses out traffic. Biden has never had a high traffic event. He's never filled a stadium, not once. He's not popular. Biden was never popular. The only reason he won, if he won at all, is purely because people don't like Trump and they're just voting for party and they believe the scare tactics and all the lies you guys have told about Trump from every media outlet, every source of elites, that is the university and Hollywood, all of our messaging centers, big tech, they're all just giant astroturfing for Biden. And that's the only reason why people vote for Biden, but he's not popular in person. People do not want to hang out with the Bidens. They're creeped out by him. Even in that letter from George Clooney, he said behind the scenes, like he barely said hi to Biden and he left his own fundraiser because Biden makes them lose hope. He's like the anti-excitement candidate. He's a horror. Even the Democrats right now, they're going, I don't know how we're going to survive this.
I've said in 2016 that it's going to be close. It's going to be close, and it was close in 20. And of course, it's going to be very close here in 24. But I do believe Joe Biden is the one guy, the right guy, and that's going to be my guy.
He says it's going to be close. Meanwhile, New York, they're saying, is in play. I mean, Trump is digging so far into Biden territory, it's crazy. What do you guys think? Who won this disagreement? John Fetterman, who's sticking with Biden? That's what I want. I want John Fetterman. Keep going for Biden, guys. Keep this guy in the race. You can do it. Biden, pick him. We need to pick up and carry Biden across that finish line. You can do it. Don't let him quit. Or are you with Joy Behar who thinks he should be replaced. I'm Doug in Exile.